Creating a good offer can be a little bit confusing at first, and it's going to act as the foundation of your business. If you've got a good offer, it's going to be a lot easier to build a good business. If you've got a terrible offer, you're almost definitely going to have a terrible business, right? So creating a good offer is very, very important. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to actually reverse engineer an offer from identifying what the bottlenecks are in the market right now. In order to give the market what the market actually wants, you need to be able to clearly identify what they need, what they're struggling with. So I'm going to break that down in this video. So first of all, the model that I'm referring to here about building an offer is becoming a growth CEO, actually building a business around growth. And what is a growth business? What is a growth company? It's a business that helps other businesses grow with their own unique offer. That is what it means to be a growth CEO, to build your own unique offer to actually help other people grow their businesses. This can be an agency offer, a coaching offer, or a consulting offer, but the foundation is that you're here to help them grow. You're not here to just help them with their marketing. You're not just here to book appointments for them. You're here to ensure that the business actually grows as a result of your service. Since you're going to be making people more money from your service, of course, people are going to be willing to pay you lots of money if you're going to help them make lots more money, right? That's the foundation here. It's a win-win situation for everyone, which is why having a good offer is so important. If every single person, if you're watching this video right now, and I promised that I can get you to 20K a month in the next 6 months, and you've only got to pay me 5K, would you pay me? Would you pay me 5K if I guarantee that you get to 20K a month in the next 5 months? That's the power of having a good offer, right? So in order to actually create a good offer, a unique offer around your skills and around what the market actually wants, you need to be able to identify the bottlenecks. You know, when I had an appointment setting agency, I was booking appointments for my clients, but these appointments weren't always closing. And the reason why these appointments weren't closing is not because I was doing anything wrong on my end, it's because the businesses themselves had loads of other bottlenecks in their business. They had terrible sales teams, they had terrible sales scripts, they had no systems in place. They had nothing to frame the call, they had nothing to warm up leads, like all of these things. Like the systems in the business were not very good. So by me identifying the bottlenecks that they were facing and then solving those bottlenecks for my clients, that's how I was able to add more leverage into my offer and scale from just a kind of terrible appointment setting agency that wasn't really getting any good results to actually building a growth agency and doing my first 20. So there's loads of different bottlenecks that your market could be dealing with. It's up to you to identify your market and then have a think about what are the problems that your market are dealing with. And this is going to get easier over time, of course. But these are the main things that I broke it down to. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these individually, but leads. A lot of businesses struggle with lead flow. Maybe their cost per lead is too high. Maybe their ads are just not performing, or they're not reaching the target market. Their leads are unqualified. Lead problems. Booking rates problems. So setters are not booking enough calls. Setters are just incompetent. They're not performing. They're not doing follow-ups. There's not enough setters. Leads are not being contacted fast enough. Booking rates are terrible. The closing rates are terrible. There's less than a 30% closing rate. There's no objection handling. The sales team is terrible. There's unqualified leads being booked in for sales calls, and your sales script is terrible, right? There could be loads of problems with closing. So far, they might be struggling with their lead flow, their booking rates, their closing rates. They might be struggling with doing outbound. They might not have enough setters. They might not have any setters. The client might be sending cold DMs and doing cold calls himself, which you shouldn't really be doing as a business owner. Objections are not being handled in the DMs, struggling to find good setters, not enough volume being done, CRMs not being updated. These are all problems that you could be dealing with if your outbound campaign is not performing. Lead nurture, and to be honest, this is probably one of the most important skills to learn going into 2024. That's what I'm seeing in the market right now. This is what people need more of, lead nurture. Their content is too generic, or maybe they don't have any personal brand at all. Their CRM is slow, hard to use, follow-ups are not being done, setters are not having enough touch points, business assets are boring and have no conversions, the videos look and sound terrible, they have an inactive free community with very little value being provided, so their leads are not being nurtured well enough. All of these things are bottlenecks in a business that is going to result in the business not growing. This is going to halt their growth. These are bottlenecks where it's like if you can come into the market and maybe just solve a couple of them. I'm not saying to solve all of them, but if you can come into the market and just like solve a couple of these, maybe like one from each of these categories, or maybe you can choose 2 categories and just solve all of them, then you can have a significant impact on a business. By solving some of these problems, you could literally 3x a business. Because at this level, if you're dealing with like business owners that are like doing less than 50k a month, they're almost definitely going to be struggling with at least one of these things. Almost certainly. If you can go into a business and you can solve a couple of these things, then you can make them a lot of money. If you get a business from 10k a month to 30k a month, that is, you could literally charge them 10k for this service and they would be super happy customers. They'd be a great testimonial for you. And the thing is about actually creating your own offer is your offer is going to be unique to you. And that's the point. That's the point of this business model. That's why you've got more leverage, because your business is your business. There's no competition. You are your own unique offer. Every single person watching this video will have at least 1 or 2 skills that can actually help solve one of these problems that people are experiencing. And of course, there's way more problems than this. I want you to go out there and make your own list of problems, because there's going to be so many things that people need help with. You're guaranteed to have at least 1 skill that could help a business grow. And on a long enough time frame, that small change that you make on a business might make a massive difference on a long time frame. So it's about having full conviction in yourself, reverse engineering your offer from the value that you feel you could provide to the market. For me, mine was originally about outbound campaigns and booking calls. And then I decided to start to add more onto that and actually dive into the lead nurture section and booking rate section, and then even into the lead section, and then eventually I even got into the closing section. So it's like I started in one area and then I started to add stack value onto my offer, and I made a previous YouTube video about value stacking past 20k a month. So that's how to go about actually reverse engineering your offer. You need to promise the market what the market actually wants. You're not promising content, you're not promising copywriting services, you're not promising Facebook ads, you're promising results, you're promising growth. And that's how to have leverage in 2024. That's how to build a offer that actually converts like crazy. I hope this helped, boys. Subscribe for more content and keep grinding.